Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're in my game, the District Line. As you can see, it's built by me. I've also had a bit of help from Dude11133. And yes, hello, today we are doing all the stations and we are starting here at Wimbledon, the first station I ever built. So yeah, let's get into this and we'll be visiting every single station and rating it. So I'll be getting the rating from Dude and Yeet Boy, so here we go. So starting with Wimbledon. Wimbledon's a bit of a basic station, but it is kind of in real life. The platforms itself and the layout is actually really complicated, as it used to be one of my local stations, very close to where I used to live. But the entrance itself is quite basic. We've got some roundels here, and we've got the British Rail logo and a sign saying Wimbledon. So if we go inside, there's nothing really in this entrance. And then if we come down here, this platform is one of the national rail platforms. The tram line is actually over there, but there isn't actually any tram line because this is the district line. We have another national rail platform down here. I remember I used to go to this station a lot, and you get the express trains whooshing in the middle platform. They would usually be class 158s, 450s, and 444s. Anyways, we have our London Underground DESC. Probably we'll drive this one. Alright, so dude, you drive. But first, let's get the rating. One thing I forgot to point out is these poles here. These are quite detailed poles. They actually look quite similar to the ones. So let's hear Dude's rating. Okay, we have a 7 from Dude, and we have and Yeet rates it 6. So they say it's mostly because of lack of detail. I'd agree, because there's not any detail up in the actual booking hall area, and in real life there's a lot of like snacks and stuff. Oh, we have a trespasser. Very dangerous. Anyways, let's get in this train. The London Underground DESC, built by me quite a few months ago. And anyways, to the next station, Wimbledon Park. And we're in Wimbledon Park. Wimbledon Park is actually quite accurate. It has these red and orange poles just here. This was a building just here. It's quite a nice spot. You can get quite a nice image here of the train through the building. It doesn't have an interior though. These are fake windows. It's got quite a nice shelter, quite a nice shape, quite old-fashioned. It's a single platform and it curves around just here. This side I'd say is better because it has these grass banks. However, on the other side there is no bank. If you go to the entrance, we have this quite long passageway that connects the entrance. If we're up in the entrance, it's not very detailed. One, because there wasn't much space, so I couldn't really put much in this because it's quite small. But two, I couldn't find any photos. So if we go in, this is what it looks like from the outside. We've got the Wimbledon Park sign. This is a little kiosk. And we have this brickwork up here, some chimneys. So if we go back down, let's go back in the train and we can get the ratings. The ratings for Wimbledon Park was 7 and 9. 9 from Yeet, 7 from Dude. This is Southfields. It's quite similar to Wimbledon Park with a similar shelter, but the poles are different colours and the same with the rafters. It's also got a different coloured brick, and if we go up to the street level, you can see there are some differences as well. We also don't have a curved platform. Also to point out, at the end of the platform we have some shrubs in this nice flower pot or whatever. Along with, as you can see up here, you can see the track slopes up. That's from where Wimbledon Park is. If we go up to the entrance, you can take a look at what we have over there. The entrance is once again connected by the same connector. If you go up, we've got a bit more space up here, but once again, it isn't detailed that much. Southfield Station, again, has quite an old-fashioned feel to it with the brickwork and the roof, but you can access it from both sides. Plus, this is a nice area to look down at the trains. It's also got a road just here, and you can look onto the main line. If we go back down to the train, we can get our results for the ratings. For our ratings, we're getting 6 from Dude and 8 from Yeet. So if we get back on, we'll be moving on to the next station, which is East Putney. Here we are at East Putney. East Putney was one of what I would say good detailed stations. It was the first one of those. The station layout is actually quite basic. However, it does have this other platform which skirts off. It also has an abandoned platform, but I've heard that that was later demolished. The building, once again, is using the same building from Wimbledon Park and Southfields. I've just put some brick bits around it. I've also changed the rafters and put some beams up here. We have some and that is an issue. I fell through the floor. Epic floor fall, fail. Anyways, never mind the stairs. They will be fixed. If we come along here, this up here, you can see that are the teeth on the train. I don't know why I call them teeth. They just look like fangs. These stairs up here lead up onto platform 2 and platform 3, which I don't think is actually in use. We have some lights which shine quite nicely in the dark, and I'm not sure what these are, but if you can tell me, that would be nice. And we have this Putney sign. We also have this quite nice looking glass building. If we come down the stairs once more, even though these aren't stairs, this is the entrance. It's quite a detailed entrance. It's quite an old-fashioned one too. I based this off images from Google Maps and, of course, just, I don't know, Internet Explorer. I've got a nice zebra crossing here and some houses. This is also the train bridge that leads over to Putney Bridge, which you can see over in the distance. Now let's board our train and get the rate. We have an 8 from Dude and we have a 7 from Yeet. So now let's get back in our train and we'll move on to the next station, which is Putney Bridge. Here are some shots of the train going over Putney Bridge, along the River Thames just here, which has frozen over. This train is now at Putney Bridge. Putney Bridge is also quite a detailed station and has some basic facilities too. Putney Bridge has quite an interesting layout. It also has terminus buffers just here. Putney Bridge also has these curved platforms on both sides, making it more of an interesting station for drivers and passengers to stop off at. It also has these nice green parts on things such as poles and light poles. Recognise these poles because they're actually from the Wimbledon station, except the dark blue has been replaced with a green colour. This is a small kiosk here, however I don't think it's in use. The other platform is almost exactly the same. This is also the only system to have a teleporting system to get downstairs, as you can see. The station also has ticket barriers, making it more of an interesting station to stop off at. It has a ticket machine just here. If you click this black bit, it gives you a ticket just here. This ticket doesn't actually let you go through, but it's just a bit of roleplay stuff. Let's get back on board the train again and have a rating. From Dude, we have a 9, and from Yeet Boy, we have a 10. Chances are this is because of the level of detail at the station. It's highly detailed and it's an interesting station to stop at. On to the next station, Parsons Green. Here we are at Parsons Green. Parsons Green is what I call the first ultra-detailed station, probably because of its ultra-detailed booking office and its new different use of shelters, and nothing has been reused. Nothing except the platform, at least. The station has this nice blue fence just here with trees behind it. It also has S-car markers to tell you where to stop the train. This is so that it doesn't screw up the look of the booking office. This area itself is actually quite accurate. We have these security cameras made by Terrier114. You may have seen him in real life from some of my Transport Challenge videos. If we come downstairs, luckily I won't fall through this, we have ticket barriers just here. We also have this lovely arched bridge just here. Above this are the tracks. The ticket barriers stretch all along here. We have some posters on the wall just here, and some wiring and some lights. We have ticket machines just here, along with windows and a nice decoration. This gives it a nice old feel and it makes it feel very realistic. The entrance is also very accurate, and next to it is the district pub. Anybody who knows this pub will definitely recognise it. This bridge is also here in real life and is actually quite accurate. Another entrance from the station is from the side here. We also have these realistic street lamps made by Terrier114. Both of our people rating, Dude1133 and Yeet Boy, have both gone with a 9. I think this is a reasonable choice, however, I would actually choose 10. Now we're going to board the train again to go to our next stop, Fulham Broadway. Here we are at Fulham Broadway. Fulham Broadway is the first underground station on the entire network. It has this nice underground section with these white panels made by Dude11133. This station is very subsurface, as over here we have a roof where you can look up into the starry night sky. Well, not really. Over here we have some nice arches done with negate tools. And over here we have a red footbridge. It's not the best quality of all footbridges, but it gets the job done and it looks good. We also have these platform edge diamond plates, which actually make the effect look even better. Moving on to the entrance. At the entrance, we come up these stairs. They're coloured different colours to make them look as if they've been worn out a little. Up these steps, we have some more ticket barriers. We also have this fencing, which actually looks quite nice. This station looks as if it's a bit under construction, but it actually isn't. We've got a destination board just here, ticket machines along here, some epic posters such as Mr. Clean and Chill, and a Help Me thing, aka a help point. These are where newspapers are stored. You may have seen some of these from Stepford County Railway. The blue panelling gets quite a nice effect, and this is a private only door. If we come out, we've got a very nice feel. As this station is inside a shopping centre, it feels as if quite open in a way. This is actually a passageway leading to more shops. If we go over here, we have some shops, epic shops, and Dude's Epic Cool Shop, Food Yum, and 1973 stock. If we come outside, there's not much, just a brick wall, but there is quite a nice station entrance. Back to the trains to get the rate. We have an 8 from Dude and a 9 from Yeet. Time to get back into the train to move on to our next stop, West Brompton. Here we are at West Brompton. West Brompton is another one of those chains of highly detailed stations. This is also the first station which runs alongside London Overground. We have these nice benches just here, along with another help point, destination boards, and whatever these are. Onto the London Underground platforms, there's nothing really here except a West Brompton London Overground sign. We have this quite nice white and dark green panel. If we come up here, we have a way out sign next to this nice footbridge. The roof is also quite nice, with a lot of panelling and rafters. We have these nice glass panels just before we go into the entrance. Over here, we have a lot of posters, and we have these nice reeds, which come down over the brick wall. This gives it a nice effect as if it's quite old. Once again, I couldn't find any images of the interior, so I kind of made it up myself. I put some destination boards in, a ticket barrier along everywhere, and we've also got some ticket machines, which once again you can get yourself a ticket. On the exterior, we have some chimney pots over there, a lot of lights, and a big window. This station is okay, however it doesn't have the best entrance. We have a 10 from Dude, and we have a 6 from Yeet. On to the next stop, which is, drum roll please, Earl's Court. This train is now arriving at Earl's Court. Earl's Court is the biggest station on the network, excluding Wimbledon. However, I call it the biggest because it has a huge roof and it just looks astonishing. We have these nice walls just here, with a nice little walkway just here, which comes over to these lifts. It isn't just covered by a roof. Over here we have some shelters, which cover these nice signs. However, there are no benches. On the internet, there were many different pictures of the roof. On some images, the roof didn't have dark blue beams and rafters, but had red ones. But I went with the blue because it looked the nicest. Plus, it looks a lot like a big version of Fulham Broadway. This is the walkway leading to the lift. Now, there is absolutely no booking hall. There is just this. This is because I knew the booking hall would be way too hard to build, as the Old Court is huge. It's quite an old station too, so you can tell there will be a big booking hall. However, I did manage to get a fairly decent entrance. I didn't bother to name the shops. However, if anybody wants to comment their own name for the shops, that's fine, and I will name the shops the best ones. Everyone seems to like this station, and we have ratings of 10, 10 and 10. We are now coming into High Street, Kensington. It's another one of those quite nice stations. Kensington Olympia has quite a few platforms as well. These platforms are the terminating platforms for trains from Kensington Olympia. Hang on, this is High Street, Kensington, not Kensington Olympia. I think this is supposed to be a destination board. Well, I made it. What the heck? Not a destination board. This is a board to show, well, posters. Okay, I'm going crazy. We have these quite nice poles just here. This is the orange, probably for the Circle Line, however the Circle Line's yellow, and the dark green, probably for the District Line. We have these nice benches just here with the High Street Kensington sign. This looks as if it would have been a kiosk. I read in a book by Jeff Marshall that there used to be a kiosk here, but it's closed. We also have these quite nice rafters up on the roof. This is one of the first stations to have these diamond plate bits at the top of each stair. If we come up, we have a very detailed entrance, along with this nice window. The entrance, once again, has ticket barriers. It has a lift just here, and we have a lot of nice poles and this tile work. Similar to Fulham Broadway, it's also built inside a shopping centre. I haven't got an entrance yet, as that was quite tricky. However, in a remaster, I will build one. We also have these gates which could be closed in case something goes wrong or the underground goes on strike. However, this won't happen as this is a game. We are now moving on to the Olympia branch. The Olympia branch is brand new as this game only got updated today. Well, depends when you're watching it. But I'm talking about the 28th of December 2020. The game got updated today where we added a new station, Kensington Olympia. This is why I keep saying Kensington Olympia and not High Street Kensington. We also have these nice blue fences just here where the terminating platforms are at High Street Kensington. We will now take the D-Stock train to Kensington Olympia to review the final station, which could possibly be the best station on the District Line. And I almost forgot, our ratings are a solid 10. This station is obviously liked, and I think putting the good detail into it paid off, and it's now got good reviews, and the station is very, very nice. It's something for us to be proud of. If you're wanting to do a route on the London Underground, this is the shortest route you can take. It's only High Street Kensington, Earl's Court, and then once again, Kensington Olympia. Quite short. We also have some footage here of the sharpest corner on the entire network. Here goes. Once again, this station is extremely detailed. You will now see from the following footage. Kensington Olympia is the only single-track London Underground station we have. Well, it's not single track if you include National Rail and London Overground, but for London Underground it's single track, which is why we don't have any spawners here. For the line would get way too busy and there'll be loads of collisions, and only one train will be able to enter this station. Credit to Dude 11133 for these signs just here. They are very nice and make the game feel much more alive. We also have these very nice shelters just here with realistic lighting, making this station look lovely at night time. We also have these nice brick pits just here which separate different sections of the platform. This just makes it look incredible. And we have Friable stuck in the ground just here. Quite an interesting sight. We also have this quite interesting area here. This looks as if it used to be something like beep. Anyways, this looks as if it used to be some kind of abandoned platform. We've also had a technical difficulty with the train, meaning we can no longer do any services on this line because the train has derailed and is now sticking through the ground. Never mind. We have quite a nice footbridge made by Dude 11133, mostly, and also some additions by me. For example, we have the areas underneath and the covered bit. If we come up, this is the interior. It's nice because it's got lighting, and we have signs here. This is trains to Willesden Junction and trains to High Street Kensington. And over here, we have London Overground trains to Clapham Junction. If Dude didn't know, we can also get national rail services from here, such as Southern. Coming down, we have these nice shelters, also built by Dude 11133, but inspired by Stepford County Railway and my model, which is used on City Connect mainline. These are some flower pots. If you've been to High Street Kensington, you will know these because they do look exactly like how they do. They're a bit strange looking, but they look accurate. Credit to Dude 11133 for the fencing just here. We also have these trees behind here and these nice lamps made by me. We also have these quite nice signals just here, based off real life images. If you look at an image, this is actually the exact signal formation that it was in. This signal green and those signals red. Just because these signals are red, that doesn't mean the London Underground trains have to stop. Well, that one does, but that doesn't matter. Behind the building we have this building just here. These look like blocks of flats. Well, they are. If anybody lives in this, please comment in the video because that would be so cool. I've tried to recreate your house as best as I could, but it didn't go ever so well. We also have what look like allotments, from the pictures at least. Dude 11133 also added a nice greenhouse over here. In fact, if you don't have a home, just live here because it's quite a nice cozy area. So yeah, nice home. This is my house now. Anyways, I think we can declare this station is incredible. It also has the exhibition centre in the background. Talking about that building, let's take a look at some of the other buildings. If we move away from the station itself, the entrance is quite basic, but this looks exactly how it does. This is actually the old entrance and not the new one. This is because we preferred the look of the old entrance, and this is set a few years ago, before the DESC got replaced in 2017. Well, they were being replaced before that, but that was when the last one was replaced. We have an alleyway just here, where I can see a mini Dude 11133 statue. Quite an interesting little feature. He's naked for some reason, I'm not sure why. Over here we have a building. I think this is some kind of hotel or shopping centre, or something like that. We also have these ballards just here. This is the exhibition centre, or some kind of manor. This once held like a book show or something. I remember from seeing it from images. Over here we have a very large tree, which actually looks kind of strange. We have some houses just here. And we have a garage just here. This building is technically part of the station, I think. However, I've just based it off what I can see, but it isn't really connected to the station. If it has a ticket office inside, please don't tell me. Well, do. But I won't be building that ticket office. Let's take a look at this station's ratings. It's very good, I must say. For our results, this station is getting a rating of 11. Anyways, time to conclude here. Thank you for watching this video on the stations. What on earth? Thank you for watching the video on this All the Stations tour. Please tell us in the comment what was your favourite station. Goodbye.